If I had a coin for every time somebody said, "You don't look blind," I'd be rich. So let's break down some of the biggest misconceptions about blindness. Let's go. Blindly fabulous, a blind girl living my best life. Okay. Hello. I don't know why I'm doing some kind of wave, even though I don't have enough room to finish the wave on this side. But yeah, hi. My name is Sylvia and I'm blind and I'm living my best life. And I'm taking you guys along with me, back with the multicolored, triple, quadruple, multicolored, very vibrant shirt. It's spring, let's spring. I'm struggling with how to position my mic, and it's like right here, and well, if you can't see me, by the way, because I'm so aware of how there are some people in my audience who are actually like me, are visually impaired. I do sound excited about having more people like me in my audience, because I think this is something people don't even really realize. There's so many people out there who are blind or have other disabilities that are tuning into your content. So guys, please, let's make it accessible. Let's try and structure it in a way that even if you're listening, imagine, let's put it this way, right? If you're making content for a blind person, imagine you're making a podcast. Right? So if you have any kind of visuals that you're looking at, like, oh my gosh, look at this, it should be like, oh, look at this blue purse that I'm holding, that sort of thing. And that basically it. That's it. Just imagine you're making a podcast, and in a podcast, technically people aren't really looking at you, usually, traditionally. I can hear my children coming home, I think. Yeah, children coming home. Hey, well done. Guys, I think we'll have to pause the filming.
Guys.
Guys, I'm back, and it's like a few days later. Let's get into video. You've got to do what you've got to do. The kids came in, one thing led to another, and so yeah, here we are 2 days later, ready to finish the video. We're myth busting some of the biggest myths about blindness, and we're gonna talk about the misconceptions and what they mean. I don't have a mic on today, so I think this mic is picking up everything in my washing machine. So we're just connecting the mic. Just so this is purely for you guys to know that I set my own self up, okay? I set up my own equipment. This is a DJI microphone, and we have a DJI camera too. So let's just get this clipped onto me, because there's nothing that feels more weird than holding a teeny tiny mini mic. Hold on. And then I'm just going to put it over here, because I have no qualms with my microphone showing. I'm absolutely fine with my microphone showing. It's okay. No big deal. We're not on a movie set. Like, we all know that I'm filming. I'm going to need to moisturize my hand. Hold on. We all know that I'm filming. Like, it's not like a movie where it's supposed to be, I don't know, you're around the corner watching people's lives. I am filming. I'm sat down in front of a video and I'm filming. The tripod that I'm using is not even a tripod. It's a it's a gimbal holder thingy. So, and it doesn't spread out. You know those gimbals that go like, they this one doesn't. It's just like one little holdy thing. So hopefully that's something I might be able to invest in soon, fingers crossed, so my camera is actually secure where it is. But you see, I take risks even with my blind self. Like this. Let's be doing like this. Maybe I should. We'll stick to this, at least for this video, and then we'll figure out something. Better lighting, so we're not just doing, because this is not a portrait, this is a video. Wow, I've really rambled. I've really lambled. Okay, that's fine too. So today we're going to be busting some of the biggest myths and misconceptions about blind people. Tell me you speak several languages and English is not your first language without telling me. Yeah, so let's get into it. First up is one of my favorite factoids about blindness or myth busting. Myths I like to bust about blindness. Blindness exists on a spectrum. So some people can see, some people can have light perception, and some people see nothing at all. So I exist somewhere in that spectrum, and loads of people do. So just because somebody's blind, it doesn't mean that they can't see anything at all. So yeah, blindness is a spectrum. Next up is blind people are independent. We are. We raise families, run businesses, and travel the world just like everybody else. So I'm an example of all of those things. I'll be able to tell you guys a little bit more about my work at some point, but at the moment, that's all I can allude to. So we do all these things, and you've seen me as well as a mom. When I first got my certificate, right? It's called a certificate of vision impairment. That's when you first go to the doctor and they tell you, okay, you know what, it's official, you're blind now. I didn't really know what that meant. I don't think I really knew what it meant, because I still had some eyesight. And like going back to the previous point as well, like it's the spectrum. So far I'd been managing. I've told you guys my story. I've had my eyesight since my eyesight issues, rather, we'll call it eyesight issues for now, since childhood. So I'd been managing so far, managed through school, managed through college, managed through part of uni, but I had to leave because eyesight problems. I managed up until a point where I couldn't manage anymore, and when I went for a checkup, it was like, oh, okay, you're blind, like not even partially sighted, no, you're blind. And I was like, what? But yeah, when that first happened, I felt the world closing in on me, and I think it reduced the potential that I felt that I had. It reduced the things that I thought I could do. But let me tell you something, we are capable of much more than we think. It's not even what you know, it's what you think. So whatever it is you think you can do, whoever it is you think you are, there's more, and you can do more than that. So I've been able to do so much more than I even ever imagined I could do, even when I thought I could see better, or even when I thought or didn't know. Even before I became blind, okay, when I thought I'd have my eyesight forever, my plans and everything for the future, I've had to change my path. I've had to change a couple of things, but all these changes really ultimately led to me embracing who I really am and fully accepting who I am, and just doing the things that actually drive me passion-wise. So yeah, blind people are independent and we can do things. Women with disabilities, right, we are gravely underestimated by society. A woman already, just being a woman, you're already like, there's a role you're expected to play. How unprofessional, I should put my things on silent. What? There's a role you're expected to play, and for the most part, very few people have a daughter or a child or a girl, or see a woman and see a CEO, and see a president, and see, do you know what I mean? Like those power sort of positions, powerful decision making positions. It's not the first thing people think about in society, and it's not the first way that women are usually portrayed. But let me tell you something, we are breaking those barriers. We are out here, even disabled, if you add a disability on top of it. I know so many disabled women who own a business, run a business, run whole organizations, not even just a business, but organizations. Like, we are out here, we're breaking those barriers and boundaries and all of that, smashing the glass ceiling, glass high ceiling, I was going to say, so glass sailing. No, but it's so empowering to see so many of us really stepping up and owning our power and being who we are and really reaching our full potential. So yeah, women, being a disabled woman, we are able to do stuff, okay? We can do things. We can be presidents. We can be presidents. We can be business owners, we can be a nurse, a doctor, anything, whatever we want to be, we can be, as long as it's something we feel like we're able to do. And so we need to just open up our minds and open up our barriers and everything, and open up what we feel is our realms of possibilities. And instead of responsibilities, our realms of possibility. I'm rushing through my words because I'm trying to get in as much of the video as possible before the kids walk in, and then bye to video time. But yeah, we're here and we are breaking those barriers every single day. Every day. I know so many blind women who are doing so much. Some are doing so much on top of being mothers, and some even being a mother at home, being a parent, being a wife, doing all those things at home. It's also a lot that they're doing with that. They're doing so much, they're contributing to their communities so much, and that's a misconception that people have about blind people or blind women. As a disabled woman, it's like, oh, I'll just stay there and everyone's gonna look after me. I've had people sort of grab my arm when I'm outside, people wondering how I got dressed, people wondering, acting surprised that I can put on my own makeup, people wondering how on earth do I have children? How did the same way everybody else did. Just surprised that I can do stuff and I'm here. And how do I work? The editing part, I think I'll show you guys, and how I work and everything. But I've had people just generally not having very high expectations of me and being surprised that I can do stuff and have done things. So the actual truth is, and the fact is that women and disabled women and blind women especially, we are out here pushing the boundaries of what is expected of us every single day. We're doing things. And so, do you know what? One thing, if you watch back my Live a Little challenge, you will see one such blind woman. She is exceeding all the expectations that society has had for her, and that she will be coming on at some point again to talk to us. And I'd just really love to introduce you to a lot more women like that and people like that as well. Personally, as a woman, and a mother as well, I was searching for other people like me, and I didn't even really know or think that it's possible for me to work or have leadership roles, right? And it turns out I can. But I'd love to share a little bit more about that later on, and also bring on some of the amazing women that I know. It won't be in Marching Forward, it's probably going to be sometime soon, but do keep an eye out for that sort of content. But yeah, do let me know, what misconceptions did you have about blindness before I talked to you guys just now? And I don't know if you have any questions about about any misconception that you might have, or any myth you might have heard, or just any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you've heard any of these things as well about blind people before. Let me know if you knew blind people could look like this, aka a regular human. Just like you. Or some stereotypes you'd have heard about blind women or blind people altogether, or disabled people. Let's expose them in the comments. Let's go. And we can have a chat about it. This is a safe space. We're not judging. We are simply having an open conversation and learning from each other. So don't you worry about sharing if you need to share, if you want to share something. But yeah, stick around, because tomorrow I'm going to talk about confidence and showing up online. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode of Marching Forward, a 31-day challenge. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, if you liked this video, watch the one that's going to show up right here. I think it's right here. Editing Sylvia, put it right here. And it will be about something you'll be interested in, I'm sure. I'll see. Editing Sylvia does it, so I don't know. I'll figure out what I want to put over here. Well, yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Camera before this. So I tried to film ages ago, and then the camera wasn't charged, so I had to wait for it to charge. And so now I don't have a lot of time, but I'm still here messing about. Just for context, like, I have no business messing about the way I am. Okay, anyway, this is my game.